Yeah.
And so I was torn, and what I've, the high that we're looking for, I find, or the one I'm looking for, is intimacy, right? That's what marriage, that's the playing field of intimacy. You're committed for the whole shot, and you say, and I'm just lucky that I found somebody I'm so attracted to, and the intimacy seems to grow. But your question triggered. We lived together for about 3 years, and it was on again and off again. And she says to me, "Hey, I know you love me, and that you have abulia." Now, abulia is a diseased mental disorder that my mother used to tell me, which I have a hard time making decisions.
Oh, yeah.
She was slightly joking with me, both my mom and my wife. Say, "I know you have abulia, but I'm going to go back up to Montana where you found me because my biological clock's going off."
Wow.
And I finally worked up, I guess it was courage, or I don't know what it was. I know I prayed on the thing. I got down on my knees and said, "Okay, marry me." And I had this image of a handful of sand, and there was one little diamond in there, and that was Sue. If I can't let that diamond go, man, and I gave myself a caveat. I said, "You can always get a divorce, man."
That's true.
Just, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So that was my caveat. Now we cut about a week later because Sue says, "When do we want to get married?" I said, "Oh, how about this weekend? Because I don't know how long I can hold this thing,
That's a good point. A lot of people put the wedding way too far out.
Oh, man, that would have been torture. So we invite a bunch of our friends over to our little house up in Malibu, up in the hills there, and to get married. Now we cut to Maui. It was the 7 sacred pools. We have our honeymoon there. And I'm looking at this gorgeous scenery, but all I can do is smell the rotting mangoes, man. I'm a pouting.
Yeah.
And she goes, "What's wrong?" I go, "Nothing. She goes, "Oh, let's annul this." I said, No,
it's just bad fruit.
Yeah. Oh, and she put up with that shit for years.
Really, just that bad? Just recognizing the rotten mangoes, huh?
Yeah.
I feel that, bro.
Oh, and thank God she didn't kick me to the curb, and that I finally got with the program and say, "Nobody fooled me."
What made you get with the program?
Well, I mentioned intimacy. You get so intimate, you go through so many bad times and good times, and every time you go through a tough time, you either you give it up, or your love and intimacy and connection have to grow to hold that weird thing that was threatening it.
One thing you said, it was like, you're like, I had like a handful of sand and there was like one diamond in it. It's crazy how many times in our lives, I mean, and really I'm just speaking for myself, I think, and I don't want to speak from like a negative or like downer place, but there's been times in my life where I've had a handful of sand and like one diamond that was like a special person, and I chose the sand. But sometimes I think it was fear, or it was like,
well, as we're talking about the metaphor, it's not so much choosing the sand for me, but it was, I'm going to choose this handful of sand being all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Because there's a diamond in there. Maybe, you know what I mean? So I said, I'm going to take, it was it was an unconscious decision on that side. Although I felt it was so strongly that I gave myself that caveat, which is a weird thing to go into a marriage saying you can always get a divorce, man.
But it's not a bad call.
God, I guess not, man. Well,
but it worked. It worked. And obviously if it lasted this long, was there one of the more, like, was there like a more pressing moment that came in? Like, because one of my friends, I was talking with Jared Leto, he and our buddies, we met at the UFC fights, and I was just randomly messaged him, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to be talking with Jeff Bridges," and he said a lot of nice things, and then he said, "Yeah, how has he had so much luck in love? Like, why does he think his marriage has lasted so long?" It's like, are there like what was one of the tougher moments, like, that you had to evolve? Because it sounds like you're saying you get to these moments and you either choose to kind of evolve and it adjusts, like the volume of your like intimacy,
Yeah.
or you choose not to.
Well,
And a lot of us choose not to at times, you know, because it feels safer.
Yeah. Well, there's something that I call, what do I call it? Our primal battle, our primal war that we have. And it's basically, you don't get it. You don't get what it's like having a relationship with somebody like you. You don't get it. You don't understand me at all. And there's such truth in that because none of us really know the other person, really, you know. And what we'll do, we've started doing this, and it's happened now as the years go on less and less, and I kind of almost miss it. And it just happened recently. I said, oh, good, we get to do it again. We'll sit